All right. How is everybody? This is Aaron Rosari. I'm talking to you as the faculty co-advisor for Phi Theta Kappa at Coconino Community College. Our local chapter name is Beta Gamma Chi. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is just explain the All Arizona Academic Scholarship, what it is, and the process of how you apply. I'm going to keep this as brief as possible. It's pretty straightforward. So let's begin. Okay. Um, all right, let me just get this. Well, we can just use this. All right, so as I said, we're here to discuss what the All Arizona slash All USA academic teams are, each of which comes with an accompanying scholarship. First thing to note is one applies to the All Arizona Scholarship by applying for the All USA Academic Scholarship. But that'll become clear as we go on. Okay, so forwarding to the next slide. So, what is it? Um, it's a national competition sponsored by Phi Theta Kappa. Of course, you're members of Phi Theta Kappa, so you know that's on the Honors College, the Honors Society for Community Colleges. It represents outstanding students enrolled in an associate degree or certificate program. Two of our Coconino Community College students are nominated out of a pool of applicants. And basically, if you're nominated, unless something weird happens, you end up on the All Arizona academic team. Um, these points are relevant to that. You get a cash scholarship from CCC in the amount of 500, 750, or $1,000. And then, more importantly, you get a full tuition scholarship from any of the three Arizona public universities. Of course, ASU, NAU, and the U of A. All right, moving right along. In order to be eligible, you need to be enrolled through December of 2024 in a minimum of 6 credit hours of associate degree college level coursework. You must have a GPA of at least 3.5 on all your coursework in the last 5 years. And by December 31st, again of this year, you must have completed at least 36 college level credits, and by August 31st, at least 48 college level credit hours. Okay. Are there things that can disqualify me? Yep. You might have incomplete grades. You may have been nominated for this award previously. If you were suspended or on probation or had some sort of serious disciplinary infraction on your record, if you have a criminal record, or if you do not have permanent or temporary residency in the U.S., those would be disqualifying. Okay, and you'll complete an eligibility quiz before completing the main application, and that's just to help you, be sure that you're eligible so you're not wasting your time, so on and so forth. Okay. Do you have to be a PTK member in order to apply? Technically, the answer is no, but to tell the truth, a lot of the ways you gain points on the application, there's categories that are specific to being a PTK member. It would actually be rather difficult to get the scholarship without being a PTK member, but it is actually possible. Um, and as a PTK member, you not only will be applying for the All Arizona, All USA scholarship, the same application qualifies you for the Coca-Cola Leaders of Promise scholarships and the Geest White scholarship. Okay. What is the deadline for your application? Well, that's Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. We kept our local deadline the same as the official PTK deadline that you'll find on the online application. So there's nothing confusing about that. Okay. How do I apply? Well, you just go to the following page on ptk.org. You can just cut and paste this. And on that page, you'll see different types of scholarships. Feel free to explore those, but the one that's relevant to this application, you're going to find it under competitive scholarships. And the one you're going to want to click on is the All USA Scholarship. Um, and as you apply for that, you will have opportunity to apply for some other competitive scholarships as well, all within the same application. What do I need when I apply? Well, you don't need these up front, but you need to get these in by December 3rd. And once you start the application, you can save your progress, come back to it. It's actually fairly involved, so you probably don't want to. Most of you will choose not to do it all in one sitting. And one of the things you need to line up is a letter of recommendation from a faculty member or an administrator, a dean, an employer, or a professional at an organization where you volunteered. You can only upload one letter of recommendation, so be sure to choose wisely. And you should ask for that immediately. I know your faculty, especially, and anyone associated with CCC that knows you well. We're always happy to write letters for people. Uh, Makes us happy. So don't be afraid to reach out and grab that letter of recommendation from any of these persons in your life. You only need unofficial transcripts from the colleges you've attended for the previous 5 years and proof of citizenship. On the application itself, this link is duplicated, so you don't have to grab it from here. It's on the application, and they'll just walk you through the process. Okay, so on the application, there's a 500-word essay on what is called a significant endeavor. In some ways, that's the centerpiece of the application. Maybe that's a little too strong. Just think of it as a very important part of the application, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And there's also a variety of short answer questions and questions of other types. Some are just quick fill in the blank, some are multiple choice, or yes, no type stuff. Actually, I don't know if there's any multiple choice. But yeah, a lot of yes, no box checking, and some shorter answer questions. All right. As mentioned, one of the questions is what is called they'll ask you about a significant endeavor you've accomplished. Okay. And what they're looking for is a major problem, a time you set out to solve a major problem, uh, how you approach the problem, what is unique about it, or if it wasn't that unique, that's actually not a big deal. Just what did you do to solve the problem? Um, what was the benefit to your community and society as a whole? Uh, what about this project showed that you went above and beyond? And just kind of walking them through what you can read the rest here by yourself. You get about you get 500 words, and you just want to talk about a time where you showed some leadership and you solved an important problem that affected other people. That's the idea there. And it's worth a good bit of points on our rubric. So you want to do an excellent job there. So let's talk about this a little more. Endeavors come in all shapes and sizes. They can have a local or global impact. You just want to pick one endeavor. The essay is too short for more. So that's what we're looking for. One endeavor described in about 500 words, which is roughly 2 paragraphs. That's what you have to work with. You want to make sure your grammar is impeccable. You do not want to use ChatGPT or AI software. Grammar check is okay. You want the words to be your own. Uh, Here are some examples. So, writing an essay about giving a persuasive speech in your oral communications class to overcome your fear of public speaking, that would not be a significant endeavor. However, teaching a swimming class to a group of students after you almost drowned during a school picnic is because you recognized others had a need. The more lasting the impact, the better the story. Tutoring. For example, if you volunteered at a tutoring center, that's not a great significant endeavor. But if you set up a mentoring or tutoring center or organized a group to go about mentoring and tutoring in some sort of context, that would be a great candidate for a significant endeavor. All right. So again, you're looking for some leadership, you're looking for some enduring impact, and the impact should be significant. That's the best answer to this question. And there's other questions on the application. There's contact information that'll be valid for several months so people can get a hold of you. There's eligibility questions. There's enrollment status, graduation date, number of credits you have questions. There's you have to answer questions about your major and your employment plans after college. Uh, there's an opportunity to discuss hardships. Uh, there's an opportunity to list or discuss awards and scholarships, such as the Dean List and various recognitions you've received. And there's opportunities to discuss some of your volunteer activities. There's also short essay questions. Just let's go ahead and read these. So one of them is, what is the most meaningful thing that has happened to you as a result of your PTK involvement? That, of course, should have a question mark. Sorry about that. What are your short and long-term goals that are linked to your career? You'll be asked to recount a time in which you faced an obstacle and overcame it. What were the challenges? What did you learn? There's a question about your motivation to succeed. And there's also a question about the most important issue or current event affecting your community today. And you're asked to kind of pose a solution to that problem. Okay. These word counts, I think they're accurate, but it says right on the application. I said 100 to 200. Some of them might be capped at 100. That's okay. It'll tell you on the application. Anything directly on the application trumps anything I say here. But this is in the ballpark though. Okay. If you have any further questions about this or anything PTK related, just email me at this address, aaron.rosari@coconino.edu. Like I said, I'm the one of two faculty advisors. The other is Allison Gray, and we are always happy to answer questions. And again, get started. It's a lengthy application, but the payoff is enormous. Um, Absolutely. And especially get started lining up those recommendations. All right. Thanks for listening and good luck and reach out with anything you need.